All right, guys.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
What stood out to you the most? You know, they shoot 47% from three, but you get 32 points on turnovers. What was the difference out there?
I think the biggest thing is we protected the paint, and that's been our biggest emphasis is can we keep teams out of the paint and really, you know, we finally did a solid job against the speed guards. I thought our guys really took the challenge tonight against Colin and Darius. And, you know, our bigs did a good job of being up and sliding their feet. And, you know, it's always going to be something you got to keep working at, which is good for me to something I can challenge them to do better, which is get to that three-point line.
You talked before the game a little bit about Julius and thinking it was going to come and look like today it did.
And slowly, he's just, like I said, it's a process with him. And he's such a willing participant in his improvement. And today, I think, you know, you got to see what he can look like when he's really locked in and just playing the game as it comes to him.
You like besides the 30 points, that's 2 games in a row, just 1 turnover.
That's huge, you know, and that's probably the biggest emphasis that we've made towards him is don't force it. You know, the game will come to you. You're going to have the ball in your hands so much, but a huge responsibility comes with that, and he's really taking that to heart. Hey, Byron.
Just, you know, you talked about the wound from the last Cleveland game. Just to win in a rout without all the post-game shenanigans this time, I mean, how good is this to be?
Oh, it feels good. All of these wins feel good. Obviously, you know, we didn't like the last time they came here. So, you know, the thing I'm really happy about is we're starting to string together consistent efforts. I know we lost a tough one the other night, but we had a chance to win the game. And that's what we're trying to get to, that every night we give ourselves a chance to win the game.
Coach, with Julius, you know, behind the scenes, obviously he is making progress, but does he, when you guys are watching that film, is he showing frustration over the course of the start of the season?
More frustration with himself, you know, just that, you know, he sees what's happening and he sees 3 people are loading up to him, and he just, you know, he kept burning his hand on the stove and not learning his lesson, you know, and now I think you burn it enough, you're like, okay, I got to make this change. And so he's just, you know, he's, like I said, he's letting it come to him while staying aggressive and just making easier basketball plays. You know, it was one play tonight. He could have went against a guy at the elbow. He had a size advantage, and RJ was open in the slot. And just without hesitation, he just shot it to him, and RJ got the 3. Just little stuff like that. As he continues to do that, you know, it's going to help his evolution.
Coach, what's your assessment of Damian's play since he's been inserted into the rotation?
Well, he brings a motor. And I think I always said this about him last year, probably out of all of the young guys, he was the most consistent. And so now that he's healthy, you know, because he basically missed the whole summer with the shoulder surgery. But now that he's healthy and he's got his conditioning, I think you're seeing that he's a very effective weapon for us.
Coach, I know before the game you talked about taking things from a game-by-game basis, but kind of looking ahead, your next 11 games are against teams that made the playoffs last season. Mm-hmm. How do you prepare this team for this upcoming stretch of a month or so of tough games?
One at a time. You can't look at that. You know, every one of those teams are so good. It's like if you look at the whole enormity of it, you know, it'll overwhelm you. And we're just going to take it one day at a time with these teams and prepare the heck out of them and keep trying to develop them and grow them within practice time and film time. And, you know, again, can we go on the road and give ourselves a chance to win is our big thing.
Coach, you put a challenge in, you won it, then you lost the challenge out there. What did you hear from the referees at that point?
They said he fouled him. I still disagree because I was up there watching the replay, and I'm like, where? But, you know, that's the risk you take. That's the risk you take, and as, you know, sometimes you do it. I was going to take a timeout in a minute anyway, so I just felt like, why not take a shot at it and maybe take away a basket from them and you know, at the same time get my timeout in. But I still got my timeout, and we got the play drawn up that we wanted, and, you know, they ended up missing them. And they missed the free throws, right? The old Rasheed Wallace line. Ball don't lie. So, yeah. But, you know, it's hit or miss with it. It's hit or miss. And they won their challenge, and they were right. RJ slid underneath the kid, and it was a blocking foul. So